Today I'm going to show you how we put together this great box. This box actually has a false bottom in it, and there's two reasons that we can have that. We can have that because we want to supply extra cushioning to the materials that are sitting on top, and sometimes we just want things to have more presentation value. This box was created with a two-sided rollover tray, a platform, so two-sided rollover tray, platform, and compartment box. So I'm going to show you how we put these together. When you go ahead and start out the project, make sure that you have 7 pieces, 2 for the interior compartments, 2 for making the partition on the interior compartment, the actual interior compartment itself, and the platform, and of course your two-sided rollover tray. First thing I'm going to do is put together the two-sided rollover tray, and I'm going to show you a couple of things about putting these together. Whenever you have a double score like this that forms an edge, you want to make sure that you break that score on 2 sides so that you get a nice square edge. Otherwise it will be rounded. So you want to break it on the wrong side, which in this case is the good side. Usually when we break scores, we are breaking them in the direction. And in this case, all of these scores are folding inside. So now we're going to come up, and what we have is a partial rollover, and we're going to snap that in to either sides where there is a notch, and then we're going to do it on the other side as well. Again, we broke out these slots earlier so that when we're in progress we can just push the tongue into the slot to form that lock. So then we're just going to make sure also that when we form these, we get this as flat as possible, so that when we close the box we don't have any bowing in this area here. The whole secret to a nice square box is make sure that you have good sharp folds. Okay, so this box is ready for our other parts. Now we're going to move to the partition box. So again, on the wrong side I have folded all the scores this way first. And also this area is going to fold in and under. So I want to make sure that I got a good fold on this so that these are exposed and ready to come in to these slots so that this box will lock properly. So turning it over and starting with the long edge on this, I'm going to bring in these sides, and I'm going to bring in these locking pieces, and as you can see they are sticking out quite far because not only are they coming through this, but they're going to come through that piece as well. And then I'm going to go to the other long side and do the same thing. Notice I'm not putting in all 3 of them. I'm leaving the center one open because my partition is going to go in there next. Now that we have the 2 sides, we're going to fold in. Remember I was telling you, you want to keep this part out. Now this can fold in and down and snap in good and tight so that we have a nice square corner at each edge, which will make your box look very nice for presentation value. And again, I'm just taking and pressing in these sides and locking these in place. Now we have the partitions. Again, we're going to, I already folded this one, but I'll show you again. On the right side of this, we're going to take and fold the score so that both scores are engaged. That way we get a nice square top to our partition. Now I'm folding these at a 90-degree angle so that they can be flush along the inside. And I'm going to do that one, and then I'm doing the same with the other one, 90-degree angles, and putting this into the other side of the box. And I'm pressing them in so that when I bring this down and lock it in, these partitions fit into the notch that they were designed to be held in place. Okay, so now we have a nice sturdy partition. Now the next thing is to put on the raising platform. And this you always want to fold against the, put the white edge up, because when you have an area that goes with the flute, you always want to put it against something so when you press it down you don't get a false score in this area right here. Okay, and now this is ready to go on to there. Now, to assemble and finish the box, we're putting both pieces inside. Make sure you got the platform down. Okay, make sure that everything locks in nicely, like so. And then the last thing that you need to do is form these partitions. Okay, and then again, this just locks in, so you make a little box like that. And then there is a slot for this groove to go in. And when we make these, we want to make sure that this is sticking out as far as possible and that this is already engaged, so it's easy when you roll the piece around that this can just stick in and form a little tuck tab box. Okay, and then we just stick that in like so and lock it in to make our partitions. And that is how you make the box. And then to close, you're going to put the side flaps between the platform and the box, and then you can go ahead and put the ear flaps in. And there you have it.